Alright, so first off, I just want to show a couple of the tools and tell you about some of the methods that I use to do this job. So one of the things that I had anticipated using, but it ended up being one of the best tools to use was just a saw here, and I got a concrete blade. So this helped me in a couple ways. I used it to cut the tile out and save the tiles instead of having to just chip up my floor and ruin it. So I cut down the grout lines, um, so I adjust this to the depth of the tile and just cut out the grout all around. And then I used chipper, which I got at Harbor Freight for like, I don't know, 30 bucks or something. And it's got an assortment of blades and stuff. And then I use the chipping blade to just kind of hammer the edges to eventually pop the tile up. And I think I only broke one tile doing that, so that really helped out. Another thing I had to buy, just because of the strange angle on cutting out some of the iron pipe, was this Sawzall. I got the one with the cord because I actually have one with battery power, but you can't get very far through an iron pipe on a battery, so you'll need a be able to plug it in. So these are the three main tools. Besides this one, I honestly didn't use very much, just to cut the pipe maybe on two places that I just couldn't get with the grinder. So a grinder with a cutting blade is going to be essential too. But I use this a lot, and I use this the shop vac. So I would cut this, I would use this. Well, first I cracked the floor open by the pipe, by the original pipe where the hole was, which was in the kitchen. Followed it down, cracked it with the chipper, and then opened it up enough to where I could get the shop vac in there. And I use the shop vac to dig and follow the pipe so that I could tell which direction it was going through the floor of the house. Just sucking the dirt up into the shop vac, which was great because I didn't have piles of dirt in the house and all that kind of stuff. And when it got full, or almost full, I could just take it out, dump it in the yard, and I had a pile that I used. So I didn't need to buy any more dirt or anything. I just used the same dirt that I took out, put it back in. And it was really great for chasing, because I could take this after I kind of hollowed out where the pipe was, underneath. I chased it a little bit, sucking all the dirt out, and then I could cut the foundation with the saw, making about 6 to 8 inch wide path with the concrete blade. And then I would just use the chipper to break it down, and it being hollow underneath, it would fall down nicely, and then I could suck up the pieces of concrete with the shop vac. So that's how I did it. And then mostly use the grinder. It's just some cutting blades to get the pipe out. Iron pipe. You can see here where I've connected it to the PVC. So I just kind of want to go over that at the beginning of this video, because it's kind of segmented video, really just kind of showing you the stages of what I did. But I wanted to give you a little heads up in the beginning of how I actually did it. So that was the process. If you have any questions, put in the comments. If I forgot anything, I'll let you know. Just chopping up the floor. How do I turn this thing around? Look how much thicker it got. got like a foot, the concrete's like a foot thick right here at least. But up here, it's only like 4 or 5 inches. Some spots less. So I don't know what to do now. Got some rebar and super thick concrete. I gotta get a longer bit or something. This chisel's not big enough to go that deep. So I'm gonna stop and regroup. Alright, let the demo begin. Oh, I'm scared. There we go. Alright, now I gotta take all this out. Replace this big tub. Yeah. Second house trying to tile this. Not cracking. Look at this is a crowbar. Jeez. This is gonna be fun. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to just rip that drywall out. Look how thick it is. That's like, oh my gosh. That's like 2 inches thick. 1.5 inches right here, and it feels like it gets wider. Oh my gosh. Look at that stuff. It's got like metal in there. Yeah, buddy. Fun stuff. Oh, this stuff is crazy. Look how thick this is. Dude, that's like, I don't know, at least 2 inches. Still a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And it's got metal in there. It's crazy. It's like trying to bust down a solid concrete wall. Sheesh. Okay, making a little progress. You can actually see the lip of the tub now. So I think I'm just going to go around here and see if it loosens it up. Probably won't. I'm sure they secured it crazily somehow to the floor or something. I don't know. But once I get it loose around there, I'll go from there. I might have to cut it with the grinder or something. I don't know. This galvanized pipe looks good to me. So probably just fix the drain. I mean, leave the pipe. It looks fine. I don't know. Maybe we'll change that out. I don't know, man. Come along. Pains me to see something as well made as this have to get destroyed, but I really want to get to the plumbing underneath this and make sure it's all replaced. So I'm having to cut out this old tub with the grinder, and I've already used 3 cutting blades. It's pretty solid, man. I want this coming loose. Yeah, almost got a quarter of it out. So it's going. Coming along. Eventually, hopefully this will all be nice and new. Shower enclosure, tub, whatever. There it goes. Peace out. And you can see, looks like there's a major issue right here. I don't know what this is, but here's a big hole. Probably from this leaking. Oh, this is concrete from here, it looks like. Look at this. Wow, that's totally right. Heat up. That's not good. Wow. This looks fine. I don't know why this is off. That's crazy. Under there, so. Wow, I'm glad I cut that out in a little piece because it's heavy. Yeah, so that's a big hole down there. I don't know why that was there. This must have been leaking. Not good. Alright, another phase complete. Alright, got it into 4 pieces. So, check out how far in there it was. It's a couple inches deep. Finally got it out of there. I used about 8 cutting blades. And I'm pretty sure I blew out this plug. It's not working now. Gotta have the extension cord in here. Alright, now the carrying it out. It's pretty heavy, so. Alright, tub's out. Let's see what we got here. It's like the vent to the pipes. So that main drainage line probably comes right in down there and meets up. Let's see, exterior wall. And this is, I've always had problems since I moved in here with this tub draining. Holy crap, whoa. What the? Whoa. Oh look, what do you know? That's probably why. There's a bobber stuck perfectly in there. And some toys and some hair. I don't know what that is. It looks like the pipe was shot anyway. Wow, it's super thin right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Look how thin it is. It just snapped right off. Look at that. But you can see where it must have been cracked and it was leaking or something. Oh. Yeah, look at that. See that pipe? No good, man. There's another toy. Yeah. Well, that's washed out. Crazy. Now I'm just gonna clean all this up, vacuum it up, and figure out my next move. Alright, I got most of it vacuumed up. One thing I thought was interesting was all these roots. I don't know how well you can see them, but there's tons of roots. And they pretty much follow the pipe, the drainage pipe. There's a lot of these the whole way through the kitchen and living room and all that. I don't know, I guess they just kind of live off the moisture. I don't know. They look dried up here. You can see, look at it. Look at those roots. It's everywhere. Crazy. Nice hole here. I'm gonna call it a day. That's enough for me. Check this out. When I went to hit this with the chisel, this just collapsed. Looks like there's water damage in here or something. See this drywall? It's got some kind of stuff in it. I don't know if it's mold or it looks like rust, but I don't know. It doesn't make any sense why it would be in the drywall like that, but it's all in there. Gotta get this open and see what's up. This is obviously collapsed under here. Weird. Yeah, you can see the towel coming apart there. Huh. Alright, so this is kind of crazy. I'm trying to follow this out of the bathroom, this drainage pipe, see where it goes, and I'm noticing lots of roots and like the walls all kind of rotted out. All this is rotted. Look at that. I was kind of wondering why. I was thinking it was maybe from water draining the back hills. The back yard is kind of high, so I was thinking maybe it's from the water draining against the back of the house. But now I'm looking at it and I'm noticing, look at that part of the pipe right there. It's taped up with electrical tape. So obviously there was a problem there at some point, which is crazy that they would just tape it up. Oh, it's insane to me. Look at this. It's tape. It's like, what, 8 inches? Nuts. Look at all them roots. So that's fun. Alright, finally got it all cleared out. This way, it used to go to the second bath. This can be cut out. And we can just connect the sink here, redo this line that runs out here. So that runs through here. It'll have to be connected to this vent. And all this will need to be replaced. All this drain line. And then this. And then this part might be tricky because it connects to that looks like these two lines run right into each other, and the sewer line connects to the drain line. And then runs out as one pipe out here. And then runs down, jogs over there. And then right there is where it connects to the PVC that was installed later. Out here, I guess, with the whatever they did in the back. So, looks like the tricky part. I guess I'm gonna have to take out the toilet sewer part so that I can get it all that. So that should be the fun part. That's it. Ready to go. Alright, I got the first piece out. You can see the lines jammed up with something. I was thinking that the line was just not in use, but look at that, it's completely clogged. It's one side. Looks okay on the outside. This stuff's hard. Weird. Super hard. This piece right by the sink, where the sink is, and this is the piece that had the big hole in it. This cut through really easy. Right there at that Y. So I'm guessing it's pretty, yeah, rusted through. Holy cow, yeah. Wow, it's a huge hole down there. See the pieces of metal in there. See the hole in the ground there too. Yeah, look at that. Oh wow, there's some behind it too. Definitely bad right here. So that connected right there, I guess. Wow, yeah. So that went like that. Wow, that's really bad. So there's two huge holes in the bottom. Yuck. I just took out that pipe. So all the pipe in the living room and kitchen is up. And if you're wondering, why the heck is he pulling out all the pipe in the house for just a little hole? You can see here why. It's not just one little hole. That the entire bottom side of that, oh my gosh, is rusted through. See? Ooh, I can just push it with my finger. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ooh. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and just replace the whole thing, because there's no sense in patching part of this. And you can see it's falling in on itself. So that's kind of gratifying in a strange way to see that all this work isn't just for nothing. And it will be useful to have new pipes in there. Yeah. Alright. Now for the next step. Chopping this up now. Finally got a couple cuts in. This thing was incredibly hard. This went up to the vent pipe. I had to break it loose with the chisel and cutting it and stuff. Now I got that cut. You can see the water lines running through here, so you got to be careful. And I had to cut in a bunch of pieces. I'm gonna have to slide it out. And now I'm cutting down here, and then the really hard part will be cutting this big 4-inch pipe, which I'll have to make probably at least 2 cuts to be able to get it out, because I'll have to cut it here where the toilet comes up, and then here for the vent. So more fun to go. This is not easy pipe to cut at all, except for spots like that where it was like rusted through. Luckily on the bottom made it way easier. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this, look at the bottom of that. That was here in the bathroom. The piece that just came out from under the tub. So right there, the tub, that piece, you can see it's out. That's why it cut so easily. It was totally rusted on the bottom. So I'm gonna go outside and I cut behind where they taped it. I'm curious to see what the tape's all about, so I'm gonna go outside and cut that off and solve that mystery. But I'm feeling a lot better about the fact that I've decided to pull all this up, because obviously all the pipe was bad, or a great deal of it anyway. So yeah, more to come. Now we gotta get this tricky piece out. Okay, so what this tape looks like to me is, if you look at the bottom here, you see it's the bottom because that's the part that wasn't done. It looks like they taped in a piece of metal. Yeah, because the bottom was thin. You kind of see in there. You can see. So I don't know how they accessed it. I'm guessing through the outside wall, because they didn't crack the foundation. So this was fixed once before, and a long time ago. But yeah, this is probably why we had trouble with the tub draining too. So yeah, they definitely put a piece of metal in there. Interesting. Yeah, because you can see it's solid in there, but you can see where there's a chunk out in there. So it's cool. Mystery solved. Video. Alright. PVC is almost done. I wanted to get some video before we filled all the dirt in, because this part's moving pretty quick. This is the fun part. The last couple pieces where everything's super rigid. That's good. I just wanted to get some of it before we close it. I got all the PVC in. Just got to put the little thing for the toilet in there. So, let's see where we're at. To the outside here. And it's definitely started filling in the dirt here. Hopefully there's no leaks. We just gotta put some cement in there. Of course, we'll test the water first. This part should be good. And we'll be able to wrap it up, put the tile back. Woohoo! Alright, we got all the pipe in, all the sand in. Now we're mixing up concrete. Got Got about 6 80-pound bags. Hopefully it's enough. So we fill all this in. Filled it in the kitchen. And now my helper here is...
Hey.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
It's filling in the bathroom. So we might need one more bag. Looks like some more sand. It's looking good. Almost done. So putting the tiles back is going slowly but surely. I've got it back in under where the stove goes to almost where the sink goes. This one's I put in, and then this one, so I'm kind of working towards that corner. And then I started over here on the wall because I had to, this tile that's underneath there was chipped, so I had to break that out, cut a new one with the extra tile and put it in there. So I put these in there. I just gotta, finish the rest of this. And I had only got a gallon. I don't know why I only got that. I should have got the 3.5 gallon mortar or whatever you want to call it, thin set. And then I just gotta grout it. Slowly but surely, it's coming. I will have a kitchen sink within the next day or so. Yes, this is the fun part. So most of these tiles, when I pulled them up, the mortar or thin set came up with the tile on the bottom of the tile, as you can see there. So I'm scraping off as much as I can loosely. I've got like a little chisel and just kind of whacking at it and getting as much clear as I can so I can put fresh mortar on there. So that's kind of really slowing me down a lot. So something to think about if you're trying to do this. Alright, that's it for now. Getting some grout in, tiles in. Wow, can't believe it's actually coming together. It's like it never happened.
Yeah.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Oh man, beautiful. We should have a sink by tomorrow. A working kitchen sink will be nice to have again. Woohoo! This is it. Kitchen's all back together. Tiles all put back in place. New pipes in. There's a couple of spots in the grout that I've got to fix where the tile's a little bit loose, just due to the fact that there was old mortar on the back of the tiles, and it's hard to get them flat and still level with the rest of the tiles. But all in all, it's pretty good. Just one little spot here, so I'll have to pull that back up and redo it. It's kind of a pain, but it's not as big deal as it seems. But everything's working. Got the sink working. No more leaks. Finally, the kitchen's back together, rocking and rolling. Kind of crazy to see the floor, actually a floor again. So that's it. All done. Buttoned up. You can do it. I did it. You can do it.